I just sneezed. Bleh. Bleh.
How are you feeling? You having a good day? I know we're a little early today. I forgot I had an important thing. I forgot I had an important engagement this evening. Hi.
What you doing?
Meebug says it's my birthday. I have a Meowdalyn video and a streak and a stream. Oh, Meebug, my sweet Meebug. Happy birthday, baby. If you weren't already VIP, you'd be VIP right now. Meebug, happy birthday, baby doll. Let me see your bone daddies. This download is taking forever. Well, what can I say? I just woke up. What can I say? You're waking up with me. All right. I forgot that I have a prior engagement that I've committed to this evening. So what today is Meowdalyn waking up like normal and going, "Oh shit!" I might have accidentally oh, hey, we're here. Daddy might have accidentally stayed up a little too late. I may or may not have uploaded a new YouTube video, and I may or may not have made an entire custom thumbnail for it. I'm just saying, like, maybe I did. Maybe that's something that I did at 8 a.m. this morning. I couldn't help it. This is Soda Pup. This is our VTuber. This is not her full VTuber. This is just a little sneak peek of her as we continue to wait for her model. But yeah, this is her. Fry is screaming at me. What else is new? Fry's screaming at me. I'm chugging this G Fuel and I'm about to brush my teeth. It's all very exciting here on twitch.tv. Beehive hair and all. Do you like her? Be honest. Do you guys like her? Can you hear the truck? Could you hear that truck driving by just now? Holy moly, I gotta go close that window. Thank you. I'm glad you think she's cute. I also think so. Yes, you guys, we have new emotes, new YouTube video, and I've also updated the About Me section on my Twitch. So if you guys want to sniff around there while Daddy keeps getting ready, I'm just gonna brush my teeth and brush my fur. I guess. Should I even do that? Howdy Popple, hi Smurf. Cappuccino, thank you for the 10 watch streak. Crack also with the 10 watch streak. I prefer the IRL Meowdalyn. I understand that, Chi, I completely do. I love Soda for what she will be, and for what we can use her as kind of right now as a little, middleman. But I also prefer the real me. So let me run into the bathroom really quick and I'll be right back. Okay, 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 okay. You can sue me. I'm the streamer that you can sue, okay? You can sue me. Meowdalyn, why the fuck would you start a stream and hey, calm down. I'm here now. Hi. What you doing?
Suing for abandonment. You left us home alone.
I did. And I am kind of sorry about it, but like honestly, I'm kind of not. Like, listen, we need to repair. We need to train you guys, y'all's separation anxiety one way or another. You know what I mean? How you feeling? Hey.
Meowdalyn.
Meowdalyn. I think it's really funny when people say my full name. Meowdalyn. Yeah. What's up? Like, what is so fucking deep? Like, she's not
Muted.
Thank you, Icky. If I walked in here and I was muted, I literally just would have ended the stream. No, I'm playing. How you guys feeling? Welcome back. Hi. My nose is stuffy. My nose is stuffy. I'm feeling good. My nose is just a little leaky, but that's all. Good morning, Duck. Last night I found out that cigarettes suck. Yeah, bestie, like I could have told you that, what? Hi gamers, welcome to my stream! My name is Meow. I just woke up. Yes. 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 Hello.
Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Oh dang. I brought my girl. I am talking to them. They've been waiting. You've just been screaming. I'm telling you, I don't know what he wants. I don't know what he wants. I brought my fancy
eyeliner so we can do my dots.
Hello, Dragon. Welcome to my stream. Hi, Dragon. Every pony, what's up? My name is Meow, and I forgot that I'm busy. I forgot. Fry, come here. Fry, where'd you go? They redeemed Kit. Snuggle! He turned back around and he goes, come here. I literally don't know what you want. I prepared you shredded chicken. I prepared you chicken juices. I let you go outside on the patio to sneak on the neighbors. I have pet you. I have kissed you. I have loved you. You have water. Your litter box is totally good. My brother in Christ. Like, He just looked at me and went, like an animatronic FNAF character. He just went, like, what does it mean? What does it mean? Hi. Oh, wow. I thought we could do my my dots together. If you guys ever wonder, are you wearing anime Gundam suit gear? Yeah, obviously. If you ever wonder what I use for my dots, this is it. He said, that is what he said. Do you guys like your new emotes? Chat, you have new emotes. You have like 20 new emotes. Okay, maybe 15, relax. You have like 10 or 15 new emotes. You have a new YouTube video. It's Meebug's birthday. Happy birthday, baby Meebug. Are you genetically related to Freddy Fazbear? How did you know that? Freddy is actually my uncle, but we don't talk about that side of the family. How did you know that? Do you have eyeliner on, or are your lashes just that good? I don't have any makeup on right now. No eye makeup. So we're just gonna put on my dots, and then maybe we'll give our lashes a little curl, and then that might be the vibe today. Like I said, I forgot that I had. Sorry, I freaking kicked. Sorry, I kicked the mic. I forgot that I have a thing tonight, and it's not just a thing. Like, here's the thing. I never have things to go do because I'm a streamer, so I literally just live at home. However, I have a really big thing tonight. So, it's not like it's exciting. I mean, it's exciting for me. It's just personal. So I'm excited though. But all that being said is I wish I started stream like an hour or two ago, but I was literally fucking sleeping. So like, what do you want? Hi, my name is Meow, and I get really excited about things and then I can't sleep. So I posted part 2 out of 3 of my vintage old TikTok compilations. I know what you're thinking, MEOWDALYN, those are from literally 2020. Like that is 4 years ago. Yeah, and we're finally moving on. It took me 4 years to like move the fuck on without therapy. You know, maybe if I had health insurance, I could have afforded therapy earlier to, I don't know, get over it quicker. But I didn't. So I'm just happy that they're on the internet. Also, I made a thumbnail, literally like the first time ever. Guys, you need to, if you click on the video, can you tell me what you think of my thumbnail? Because I made it last night, and I'm gonna make one for the 2019 one. I don't think I can today, but whenever I get home from my things. I missed those so much. What a throwback. Yeah, right, me? It's fun. Like it's just fun. Like, I look at those videos and like I see a young girl having the time of her life. Like, why not? Like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, they're dumb little, like, silly little haha videos, but like they were a moment in time. And it's like nice to just like it's nice to document them on the internet and then like move on. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel so I feel so empowered to like move forward in my life. I don't know if like that makes sense, but I do this thing like with nostalgia. Like nostalgia is like one of the most like painful, like hard to kick drugs, and like part of me, you know, has been nostalgic for a number of years for the person that I was and the person that got like that got snuffed out, like in some ways. Do you know what I'm saying? And like watching back those videos is kind of interesting. So I'm just really happy to have them like out and about now. I can like actually move on with my life. Like I can like never talk. Like after I upload my 3 out of 3, after I upload my 2021 TikToks, then like I can literally never think about it again. And like that's amazing because it's been like this kind of dark looming weight in like the back of my mind for going on 2 years now. I was banned in 2021, 22, 23, and now we're, 2.5 years. It's been like a looming weight. So like I said, I didn't have health insurance to get therapy or nothing. So like I just had to like get over the fact that like, you know, bitch is gonna hate, because we war not against flesh and blood, bro. This is all spiritual, no matter what. Not that deep. My current therapist tried to entrap me in saying I support a Unabomber. Girl, are you on BetterHelp.com getting therapy? Like, what the fuck? Like, not the vibe. She just carrying the weight on her back and getting all crooked and stuff. I know. It's like, I'm telling you, like, we don't realize the parts of ourselves that come into agreement with self-loathing and or like self-pity. And like, that's fine, bestie. Like, take as long as you need to heal, but also like, don't allow like your healing journey to like get in the way of doing shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, you are so important that like I posted that video last night or this morning. I posted that video this morning, and looking at myself, like I have like a dissonance because I don't recognize that as somebody who is like 3 years younger than me. Like, what? Hello, dog girl, can I get a woof? You are subscribed. You know how this works. Try again. Once more with feeling. Proper this time. Yeah, it's like, I don't like see myself as very different than that, but I know that I am. It's like, it's almost like, and I think this kind of goes in hand, like whenever I take pictures for Instagram or like ever, I don't look at them right away. I like allow myself to like take a break from like that moment. That way I don't mix up like my real life experience and a 2-dimensional capturing of that experience. Y'all didn't tell me that we had fucking music playing. Come on now. You're like, Meowdalyn, you should know this. You're the streamer. You know, I should. But I just turned up my speakers and I hear my pussy tastes like Apple Jacks, and that was just a lot for me. But it's like, it's cool. It's cool to like move forward. And like I said, whenever I look at those videos, like I don't see that being like a very like it's been enough time to where it's like I know that I am different. And I don't feel as though like I need to like adhere to anything like that I created. Like I look at those videos and I'm like, aw, little bestie. Like that's how I feel about myself. Like, do you know what I mean? So I don't know if that makes sense, but I just encourage you guys to love yourselves at every single stage of life that you're in. Because one day you're gonna wake up and it's suddenly 3 years later and you're like, wait, what the fuck? Like, I'm still wearing dog ears? Hi. Isn't Apple Jacks what a phone adapter is called? That is not fucking... What? Hi, Brie. There you go, shrimp. My last therapist did her best to convince me that I wanted to off myself because I think death can be hilarious. Y'all, maybe some of you shouldn't go to therapy. What the fuck? These experiences suck. Looking backwards with happy eyes and looking forward with happy eyes. Right, precisely. Hi, Zion. And, like, it's so funny, too. Can I be so fucking for real? Like, can I be so fucking for real? Like, these videos are not even that special. Like, yes, these were iconic. And yes, these videos that are in this compilation, if you click the link in chat, literally started trends. Like, yes, I acknowledge the effect. Like, I acknowledge the long-term effect on the internet. And
I think it's epic, but also like uploading it last night and actually getting it done, it just makes me realize like, fuck, I should have done this like fucking 3 years ago. Like, I know why I didn't, but like I cannot help it because it's so easy, and also like they're just dumb little skits. Like, no offense, guys, I would wake up, actually all offense intended, I would wake up every day with death threats from verified content creators talking shit about me on the internet, using me as clickbait thumbnails, reacting to me and acting like they've never seen a fucking puppy dog in their lives. And like, that was not fun. Like, it was not fun, like, for people to like be so awful. And I look back at these videos and I literally am like, girl, turn off the computer. Like if you hated my videos that much to where you gave me death threats, bro, go outside. Like, I look at these things and I'm like, what a silly little haha. It really is a reflection of society and a reflection of like, what the fuck, and like, why do people like, why are they the way that they are? Like, I'm not sure, besides understanding that we war not against flesh and blood and that there is a spiritual war going on for our souls at this very moment. It is just like, it's so like, I look at these videos and I'm literally like, this is what people doxed me for. Like, I look at these fucking stupid ass like little TikToks that like, you know, got me so fucking viral and all this shit, and I'm like, this is it? Like, this is it, bestie? I'm just like, it's nice to just be like very far away from such a silly experience that didn't need to happen. It's kind of like the difference, like whenever I first started the internet and I was first like sharing like my like personality and my aesthetic, like it was very nerve-wracking and disheartening for people to intentionally misunderstand me and be hateful toward me on the internet. Like, to sexualize me off the bat because I'm a pretty woman wearing animal ears, and like you're outing yourself because that's the kind of porn that you watch, and like you want to type that all out on like my comment section, like things like that where it's like shit I didn't ask for, but like, oh fucking well, like that's just how it is. And I don't want to say I took it personally, but like I was a lot more, I don't want to say naive in a negative way, but like I was very like bright-eyed, bushy-tailed for like the internet and like what it can be. And I still believe in like what I originally set out to do. Was I was like, look, my people will find me, it's okay, like it's fine, like I will be fine no matter what, like it's not that deep. But like the reality is, like, if I would have been able to, and this just comes with age, this comes with wisdom, this comes with experience, this comes with the instruction from other people who are in the field as well that I've met since then, since, you know, starting in the last couple years, that like the bitches who leave shit like that on your comment section are literally NPCs. And not only NPCs, like there is a government like effort to intentionally like cause like anger and stress on the internet. So like if any given point, like if anything happens, like say a politician does something a little crazy, do you know that like on like Twitter they can deploy like 20,000 bot accounts to just like start talking shit about like some other political thing just so that like you'll be distracted from what's going on? That literally happened in like the last election cycle that like we went through. Like literally, like, and now that it's an election year, it's happening again in a lot of other ways. But it's like once I realized, like now that I'm older, like I'm a grown woman, and I kind of talked about this last stream. I used to think that if I reached a certain level of success, people would take me seriously, and like I would stop being bullied, like literally for no fucking reason. But the more like of my own person that I become, successful with my businesses, personality, you know, whatever, like the more that I grow, the more I realize that that's literally just never gonna happen, and it's on me to just do what I fucking do. Because like the more successful or I don't want to say successful, that's a really shitty way to say it. I should say established. The more established I am, like, okay, the more people know about me that can talk shit. Like that's literally all it means, really. I digress. Meow, when did they dox you? Bitch, a lot. The fuck? Like years ago, but regardless, I've literally been doxxed because I another male streamer wanted to marry me and I said no, and he literally sobbed and cried, and then I wake up and suddenly my information is being shared. So yeah, like, bitches on the internet are fucking psychotic, like actually psychotic. And I used to think that, like, as long as I'm a real person, like, I can, you know, I'll get reality back, but that doesn't fucking happen. We kind of create our own reality, and that's what the MEOWDALY really is. So, love me some good dead internet theory. Hi, Care Bear. Because you said no to marry him. Yeah, so this male streamer he started watching, I guess he had watched my streams for like a while. And then what had happened is, we like I would like pop into his streams, like it's like, you know, just streamer shit, you know, you kind of just like pop around Twitch, and we started like being like more like actual like pals, like, oh cool, like let me like, you know, message you a meme and I'll message you this, and we literally bonded over this very specific fact of, in our pasts, we had both related to people trying to get to know us for a sexual reason or because they wanted to like be with us romantically, and both me and him, this guy, were like, oh my gosh, like that's so like annoying, I hate when people do that, like, oh, it's kind of the worst. Dude, he did it to me, like, on God. This guy was friends with me for a month. I saw him in person twice. The second time I saw him in person, he got to meet my best friend, like my actual best friends in this life. And whenever I was off doing something else and like he was hanging out with my best friends alone, he asked my best friends like about me and about like getting with me. And my best friends were like, dude, she doesn't like you like that, what the fuck? And this motherfucking guy, this streamer, started sobbing to my friends about how he had pictured a life for us, about how, you know, he had misinterpreted all of these signals that I had been giving him, even though the type of memes I would send this guy was, it's Scorpio season. Where I get unhealthily attached to a Scorpio that doesn't want me. I literally like I have a screenshot of sending him that meme. Like, I don't know how else I can say, like, besides just telling you to your face, oh, I just want to be your best friend, and then send you memes about literally like keeping you in that friend zone. Like, how the fuck else? What am I supposed to do? But yeah, like, after he, I guess, sobbed to my friends about it, it was so weird, dude. It was so weird. Bro, a wolf in sheep's clothing? On God. Like, actually, on God. It was just such a weird thing. Like, why would you bond with me over, like, the shared, like, emotional fucking trauma of, like, oh, like, people want to use me for sexual gain and, like, dehumanize me in that way. And then, like, you literally do that. Because what happened is, hi, Oken, how are you? If anybody else is lurking, tell me you're here. Clueless, Kibi, hi, baby. Milking, Icky, Oxo, Mewtwo. Oh my gosh, Meow to Mew. That's a new emote, Mewtwo, you're gonna love it. So what happened is, he decides to confront me about it. Like, I am going to bed. Like, I'm about to like go to bed, and this like motherfucker like shows up at my doorstep. This motherfucker shows up at my doorstep, and he's like, I really need to talk to you about this. And I'm like, okay. And he basically like goes on this thing where he's like, basically like he explains that like I gave off the wrong energy and that it was my fault that he had emotionally invested in me and now was disappointed. Yeah, this was like this was like an IRL like interaction. So how did he find you? We were in a public like setting. So like I was staying somewhere and he showed up. And semi-public at least. And yeah, he basically explained that like I literally can't even put it into words because like, guys, the soul crushing feeling if you are a girl or a guy, you know what it's like whenever another girl or a guy is like, looks at you, like somebody that you like, and they're like, hey, like, can I talk to you? Like, you know the fucking look in their eye. And whenever this man, this grown ass man that I had known for like a month and a half, that I had seen in person literally 2 times, literally ever, was like looking at me dead in my face, actually like square in my eyes, telling me that they're disappointed because I don't fit into the make-believe fantasy life that they had laid out for us, after using the topic of people doing that exact thing to bond with me in like a private like conversation. Bro, it was like I was listening to chandeliers shattering. Walkies? I would love to go on a walk. It was literally like suddenly all I could hear were chandeliers just shattering everywhere. And like the entire like facade image of like this friend that I thought that I had just like broke apart. And I was like, I know exactly what this is. Like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, I literally was like, oh my, I was like, no. I started walking away. I literally was like, bro, no, you're not really doing this, because I had, like, how the fuck, like, literally that interaction has like made me like, I'm so glad that I am not like an angry person, because that interaction single-pointedly would make me not want to like be friends with anybody, because how the fuck do I like become friends with you and I tell you, yeah, I want to be your best friend? Heartbreaker. Ugh. I literally, like, how do I start a friendship with, how many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? Like, I go into a friendship with you and I say, hey, I just want to be your best friend. And they say, okay, that's a relief, because, you know, whenever I make new friends, I also, you know, feel pressured to be romantic or whatever. And I'm like, oh my God, that's such a relief, because I do too. I'm so glad that you're just my friend. And then after a month, you're fantasizing about me and then never tell me, and then sob to my IRL real life best friends whenever they just tell you very plainly, like, what the fuck are you on? Like, she doesn't like you like that. Like, it wasn't enough. I'm telling you, there are so many experiences in my life, you guys. It is not enough that I have boundaries. It is not enough that I say something. It has to be redoubled down by either a second party or a man. And it is so weird to me that it took speaking to a male and female friend in my life in both ways for this, like, streamer guy to like actually get it through his skull, like, dude, this dog does not want to be with you. This girl doesn't want to fuck you. Like, she means what she says. It's really weird that my boundaries are not enough for people, and that they have to like make shit up and like verify with like multiple parties as if what I have to say isn't enough. So I digress. Yeah, after that situation, that guy doxed me. And I know what you're thinking. Meow, how do you know it was that guy? Bitch, I know for a damn fact. There's other facets to that story, but not for interweb ears, I suppose. I would tell you guys, but you know, we're on live. Yeah, very weird. So you're saying there's a chance? I am. Plot twist, the streamer was admin. All good, meow. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Who's better, RoboCop or the Terminator? I like the Robo Dogs. Remember in like 2002, whenever like robot pets became all the rage, the Y2K bullshit. Hi Smurf, thank you for lurking. Enjoy your COD. It was me. She led me on for ages. She promised me a house and kids, and then she took all my Game Boy games and burned my clothes. I never heard from her again. Like, you know what's funny is like, damaged as fuck people intentionally instigate conflict in their interpersonal lives all the time. So the fact, Graham, that I wasn't some crazy bitch, and the fact that like this motherfucker like did not actually know me, but like had the audacity to like, you know, plan a life with me and like act like we were gonna get married or some like whack ass shit. It was almost like I didn't give him the reaction he wanted. Like, he doxed me, and then what? Like, oh, I forgot to mention that he started like contacting all of like our like mutual friends and mention this is a streamer and I'm a streamer. So the other people that he's, you know, trying to like spread lies about like a make-believe personal life is like also amongst other streamers. Very fucking weird. But like, yeah, it like I wasn't giving them like the reaction that they wanted. So like they like continued talking shit like with people who like don't even like know me. Like it was so weird. It was Meowda none, dude. Meowda, I ain't got it in me. Damaged people either cause the most drama and shit to happen or the kindest and most avoidant people ever. I'm not trying, I would never self-proclaim, I'm so kind, because I'm also like really humble. But I fall into that second category where I'm very avoidant, and I either am like very like upfront, like I either cannot mask and I have to like punch you basically with how upfront I am, or I'm extremely avoidant and I just like take on like burdens and emotional like bullshit that maybe isn't mine, but because I'm subconsciously people pleasing, I'm like, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, I can't help it until it's like too late. All that being said though, yeah, that's literally what it was, Z-Rob. It was like oozing nice. I'm a nice guy. Like, oh my God, like people are so mean to me. And like, I love a damaged king. So I'm like, bestie, like, let me hold you. Like that's okay. Like, I don't mind. I don't mind a couple scuffs. Like, I'm just like, I like to support my friends. And it was really disheartening that like, once again, I was proven right, that like you know, entering into a, you know, happily, you know, open and like vulnerable friendship with another person was, you know, kind of like fucked over, and like the rug was pulled out from under me because of exactly what I was afraid to happen. And for some reason I had this false notion that because they were a streamer, that like they would understand. And also because of literally what they were telling me, like they would tell me about like, you know, a life experience that I also had, and we would relate to that. And then like come to find out that like, oh, were you like lying, or did you just like, what? Like, do you know what I'm saying right now? It's like it's a weird shit. It's a weird life. But I love stupid prizes. I don't know if you'd like my stupid prizes. Bro, it was mad funny. Oh my God. Dude, I literally, bro, I wish I could tell you. If I was on kick.com, I could tell you, I could tell you the last conversation that I had with this idiot. Bro, that shit was mad weird. And like, here's the thing. Like, I don't think that they are intrinsically an awful person. I don't think that this streamer is awful intrinsically. I think they are a damaged person that is being like super like weird toward like people that they don't need to. I think that they are letting their trauma do the talking for them, and they're like self-destructing in like their own shit. That being said, like, I still won't be treated like a fucking concept. Like, I'm a real fucking dog. I'm a real person. And if I tell you that I don't fucking like you and I just want to be your best friend, and I send you memes about friend zoning you and just being best friends, and then you still proceed to fantasize and rationalize in your head that if you meet my best friends in real life, that like somehow that will like get you in romantically with me. And then whenever my best friends tell you, oh shit, like bro, she's like celibate as fuck, like she's not into you, you cry. Guys, grown men deserve to cry. Like, it's not shameful that a grown man was crying. It is shameful that a grown man made himself cry over nothing. Over nothing. That's what's shameful. It's not shameful to cry. Crying is a beautiful thing, no matter if you're a girl or a guy. It's very cathartic. It's very relaxing. But to cry to strangers who don't know you because you're crazy? Bestie, I'm just gonna giggle. Like, what the fuck?
Noodle, you
You like my Sully? I feel like I am Sully in some way, shape, or form. I need a Wazowski in my life. Is Fry the Wazowski? Is Fry my Wazowski? Every guy thinks that they're going to be the exception if she just gives me a chance. Yeah, and the reality was, I liked him, like, totally normally. Like, I think, like I said, I still think that he's, like, a good, like, I think he's a decent, okay. I literally can't even tell you that I think he's a good person, because I don't think that he is a bad person. And I think that he has a lot to give the world in reflection of who he is and the good parts of him. But, like, if you spend your free time manipulating bitches, like, I can't. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's just, like, you know what I mean? Fry Wazowski. This is why I went back to women. And honestly, me too, Z-Rob. I have never been more, like, aware of how I treat the women that I am interested in my life or am flirting with or whatever. Like, I have never, like, shown more tender loving care toward bitches than I have, like, after dealing with motherfuckers like that. Because, like, I know what this shit's like, bro. Like, that is horrid. Like, that is horrid. To, like, wake up and then you find out that you're a friend of yours is plotting against you. But it's even worse because they're not even trying to harm you or trying to cancel you. They literally are trying to, like, manipulate your life to get you to fuck them. Like, that. That's gross. That's gross. I think you view people's potential to be good rather than their current state. I do. That's a very good point, Nims, and it does cause me to feel pain and perhaps disappointment that I shouldn't. But you know, I feel like I'm finding the balance between that, not allowing myself to be closed off to people, but also guarding myself appropriately. Hi, Zoe. Motherfucker thought she can fix me. You guys, can I give you tea? Like, can I give you tea? One time, this motherfucking guy, this guy that we're talking about, this fucking streamer dude, sent me a photo of his television with mommy good boy roleplay auditory ASMR full screened. Like, unprovoked, he thought it would be funny. I think he thought that it would be like an in. If you listen to that in your spare time, I don't judge you. But, like, if that's the way that you try to, like, riz your friends, like, what the fuck? I texted back and I said, that's not a real photo. Because I refused. Oh my God, this is so crazy. Right. That was the energy gram. I said, that's not a real photo. He said, you're right. And then he sent me back another photo of my stream full screened on his TV. And I said, that's better. What a neat fella. Like, what a guy. Motherfuckers on the internet. Allow me to quote the 25th letter of the alphabet. Why? I think I have autism. That's based. Do you think you're gonna go about, like, the process of getting diagnosed and everything? Now that I have health insurance, I'm very excited to dive into all of that. Did he listen to those YouTube manifestation audios? Like manifesting your dog girl waifu into real life? Bro, this is what happens when I don't have thumbs. I don't think it would make a difference. Okay. I mean, I think that, you know, no, like, you can always employ and place in your life tips and tricks of, like, coping mechanisms and kind of, like, life skills that might align with, like, coping, like, you know, with, like, autistic habits or things like that. Like, I definitely recommend doing that, no matter if, like, you get diagnosed or not. Like, if you're not comfortable with that or if you don't want to. But I find that I as somebody who is, I don't like big pharma, and so like I don't fuck with big pharma very much. When it comes to like diagnoses and like being able to kind of like pinpoint the chemicals in your brain, sometimes it can be really helpful to like figure out like what you need for like coping and shit. I'm realizing some like things about myself personally that I might have like misunderstood as one thing that I think actually might be something else. All that being said, though, that's why I am excited to kind of like dive into all of that. But I totally understand like other people having different like life experiences, and especially if like you've been in and out of doctors before, like it might not be, you know, it might not feel like a big thing to be like, oh yeah, let me just like go like pick up a, you know, a diagnosis for you. It's probably like, oh fuck, I'm sitting in an office again, right? So I totally understand like why, you know, people would or wouldn't want to like move forward in certain directions. A diagnosis would not do anything otherwise because of the comorbidity with ADHD. Like I said, I think that it's more about just being able to, you know, place a name to a specific experience, and then finding those mechanisms to kind of like move forward accordingly. I don't think it has to be I guess like you get diagnosed so that way like you can, you know, take A, B, or C medicine or whatever. It's kind of like, oh, like, you know, what do you do whenever you have ADHD and autism? You know, kind of like things like that. Like how, because it's going to be like different coping mechanisms and like different styles of like function are going to like kind of operate differently. You know, maybe certain things fall more into like OCD or like things, you know, just like details. That's the only really kind of thing that I feel like a diagnosis can really help with, is kind of like pinpointing like exacts. But also I know that, you know, not every diagnosis is accurate. So it might have been more helpful growing up to have a diagnosis, but I don't think it would help now. I can understand that mindset. Walter is being a fuss. Walty. Walter White. A diagnosis would do nothing for me, says the motherfucker who has not got the diagnosis yet, so doesn't know. I mean, Juicy's kind of like spitting right now. Like, she's making points. The juice. Bam Bams are my favorite medicine. Wilmas are okay too. Man, you like that Flintstone gummies. Meebug says I more than likely have it too. I had a chance to get diagnosed, but I didn't want to because I wanted to join the military. Obviously, with how that went, I should have just gotten it done because getting diagnosed with it at 19 is hard. Yeah, it's very interesting in like whenever in your adult life. Like for me, like just on the topic of like autism in general, like I've worked with children for over 10 years, and a handful of the children that I worked with were lower functioning spectrumed autistic individuals, and so people who were nonverbal, like couldn't speak, maybe perhaps were mentally placed in a different age than their body was, you know, i.e. somebody, you know, operating at maybe like a 6 or 7 year old kind of like wavelength, whereas, you know, maybe they're 25 or 26. So like that was my exposure to autism very young. And so I feel it's very interesting, like growing up and realizing like what a spectrum actually like includes, and being able to see the overlap and kind of be able to like upgrade, you know, my kind of general reference on like, hey, like what is this? And like what, like how can I kind of like move forward in certain directions, realizing that this is a much bigger situation than I ever thought. Hi, Doguli. Yeah, I am mentally a different age. I mean, on it, there are, you know, even for, you know, people like I mentioned, like on like the flip side of the spectrum, like people who are like nonverbal or like people who are kind of like lower age. But like if you kind of feel like maybe like, you know, you're stuck at 16 or you're stuck at 18, like that's a very valid thing. That's also a very real thing that happens in psyches, no matter, you know, autism or not. But any kind of like autism, OCD, like any kind of like you know, anxiety or depression, like anything that allows you to like ruminate I was gonna say, I was literally gonna say that's like a trauma point, exactly. And so I think once again, like I say getting a diagnosis, but like, you know, getting a diagnosis kind of can rule out, you know, other factors to where, okay, like it's not a chemical, there's not a chemical imbalance that I'm fighting against. It is a trauma point in my life that I know that I need to revisit and, you know, get myself out of and unlock myself out of that age. Exactly, Ghoulie, because trauma can definitely lock you into an age for sure. But since you mentioned autism, I encourage you, bro. Like look into that shit. I feel like there's not a harm or foul. Mm-hmm. Hydrate or die. I actually have to go get a hydrate. I have to go get my dog water. Scode, that's kind of what I'm thinking is it being a source of stress, the unknown of, you know, chemically or emotionally kind of what's going on with you can cause a lot more stress than, you know, having an answer. So that's kind of like how I think it too, is just like, hey, if I can feel less overwhelmed or kind of more, you know, aware of, you know, what's going on, then fuck yeah, like why not? Fun fact, that's why narcissists have a point of trauma in their childhood. Their cruelty is that of child because they never learn how it affects others, but rather how to use it to further their own personal gains. That's on God. That, you worded that perfectly. That makes a lot of sense. My therapist estimates that 70% of people have trauma and they just need somebody to talk to and nothing more. Needing the chemicals are rare. I agree, Armin. You know, using like medication and chemicals, you know, that modern medicine has developed can be a beautiful thing. But I completely agree. You know, throwing a 7-year-old boy on Adderall because he is being rambunctious in a classroom is demonic. You know, a grown woman like showing up to an office and saying like, hey, like I am struggling a lot in my heart and in my head, and somebody saying, okay, let me just like, you know, prescribe you some Prozac, like that's demonic to me. Like I totally agree with community, physical activity, and creativity are the three things. Community, physical activity, and creativity are the three things that I think should be recommended and, you know, genuinely monitored, like with somebody when dealing with hard things. You know, that should be like the first line of defense. I think that's a really valid fucking thing. Hey, John, welcome back. Thanks for 12 months. Holy dick, dude. 12 fucking months. Thanks, brother. I'm moving in. I have a dog bed literally for you. It's right there. It's right there. It's for you, man. My mom gave me Ritalin at 8 years old. I flushed the bottle of them and that was that. Kiffin, that's based as fuck because people are told by professionals, oh, this will fix it. And like, they don't realize like, what the fuck? Like, huh? No. Like giving still developing minds drugs that are going to suppress the chemicals that are like being like, you know, through your brain is not healthy. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? I support medications when needed. I do as well. I prefaced all of this saying that, and I will also bookend it by also saying that there are some people who need epilepsy medication in order to not have a seizure. There's some people who do seem to require antipsychotics, antidepressants in order to not commit terrorism. And like, do I think that somebody deserves to be, you know, drugged for their entire 80-year life just because they're a little sad, you know, out of the, you know, risk or whatever of not hurting anybody? No. But do I understand how that can play a very useful part in mitigating, you know, harmful behavior and harmful like thoughts overall with people? Absolutely. But exercise, like I said, community, physical activity, and creativity. If you do not have these three things in your life, you are setting yourself up for failure. If you do not have any, like a semblance of these three things in any way, no matter what it is. Thank you, John. Thanks for a year, dude. Thank you so much. And a tier 1, no less. Thanks for getting us one step closer to that sweet partner plus. You guys, we're literally at 228 for our partner plus goal. For our partner plus goal. What the flip? What the flip? for the whole month. As somebody with ADHD, my mom said she just didn't believe I had it, which was both negative and positive. She gave me lots of tools to help control my concentration. She's a teacher that works with kids across the mental spectrum. That's so beautiful. I feel a similar way, Ghoulie, with my parents. My mom was very, very passionate about keeping us... keeping our health and wellness in check to get in front of like emotional or mental struggles. So my mom was kind of the same way. Maybe, and I recognize this in a lot of like, I think like millennial, like kind of like turn of the century, like early 2000s moms, I feel like, where it's like, if I ignore it long enough, then like it's not a real thing. Or if I don't like give it a name, then it feels easier to control. That's how my mom, that's how I feel like my mom operated with maybe some kind of like, more like interpretations of like behavioral shit, you know, whenever I was younger. Like I was selectively mute whenever I was a kid. Like, was there at any point where I feel like my mom infantilized me in any way to be like, oh, like she has this, so like that's why, like, no, like she literally was like, oh, that's just you. You know what I mean? I can grow up, you know, and be an adult in my life and look back and realize that certain actions and behaviors were definitely reflective of other things. But it was a real blessing that my mom and my dad both celebrated my quirks and my differences at early ages, and like Ghoulie said, gave me appropriate tools to move forward amidst, you know, my differences. And I was never made to feel like I was like too much or like that I needed to be like taken care of in some way. Like they were like, no, like they explained that like, no, you operate differently. Like you operate at a different wavelength, and that's okay. Like that's how my parents raised me, and that's why I am the way that I am. Who needs anything when you have Benadryl? Bro, I discovered Benadryl whenever I was like in 10th grade. Dude, for like 3 months, I went to bed at 9 p.m. every single night before I went to school. Like it was the nicest thing. Holy shit. Otherwise, I was like just laying in bed until like 4 a.m. every day, just thinking. My mom used every other name other than depression. She was like, I too used to cry behind a tree. Have a book. Here's escapism. On God, literally. When they acknowledge the very like clear signs of like a greater issue at hand, and they're like, no, it's fine because I did it too. Yeah, mom, it's because you have whatever I have too. Like, that's why. It is really funny. Like, and meanwhile, like they think it's like, oh, it's normal. Like, yeah, because I do it too. Like, no, like you are also like a special snowflake, and that's okay. Have a book. My mom teaching me life lessons, basically like instructing me how to just move on and get over it, because like that's, you know, what she did, which like is totally fine, and like that's a good lesson, but like also it's just funny whenever like you kind of grow up and you're like, wait a second, like were you given opportunities whenever you were a kid to get over things, or did you have to and force yourself to get over things, and that's why you encourage that in me now later on? You know what I mean? It kind of like makes you just reflect. It's a cool thing. I love psychoanalyzing why I am the way that I am, interpersonally and otherwise. Hey mom, they actually have a name for it now. I also used to cry behind a tree and dive into books for escapism. Aww. I love books. I was a big book kid. I read a lot of books. Your mom was like that too? Straub. Guys, this is why the twitch.tv/MEOWDALYN is fun. It's not even that like we actually do anything special. We just all relate to each other's very specific childhood trauma. Like that's it. I don't know if trauma is the right word. I think trauma is an overused word. What's another word for trauma? They wanted to medicate me as a kid, Dan says, because I didn't want to do schoolwork. I literally said that I'm not mental and I'm just being lazy, and I liked missing class to see the school psychiatrist. That's a, you know... Okay, which one of you shit in the McDonald's playpen again? Which one of you did it? They're coming for you. Did you hear that? They're coming for you. I was listening to another streamer talk about, like, bro, I never watch like other streams, and then whenever, like, the only time that I find like I watch other streamers is whenever I'm like balls deep in work at 4 a.m. And I was watching a streamer this morning, and they were reflecting on kind of like their life, and they were like, Let me see if I can like remember it. They were like, oh, I think they said something along the lines of like, they can be successful no matter what, and they know that they can be because whenever they were in school, like in class, they were failing classes, but it wasn't because they were stupid. Like they would sit there in class knowing that they could pass it, but they literally just didn't care. And that's something that I relate to like so fucking hard, like in every single way. Like I either like if I did something, like I either like did it all the way or I would do it not at all. Like half-assing it like wasn't really like an option in my life. And it's just like it's really refreshing to like hear other people like operate like that too, and like somebody who like operates like in my like kind of internet space no less, because like I was like that too, and I think a lot of other kids can relate to that, and maybe some of you guys can relate to that of like maybe being in school and knowing that like you could do more, but being like, bro, like I got shit to do, like read a warrior camp book or something. Like your zest for life was more important than completing a standardized test, and I think that reflects in your life in other ways, even if you don't realize it. For me, it's definitely reflective in the quality like of everything that I do for stream. I think for other content creators, it's reflective of the shit that they make and all the shit they're working on that you don't see, right? It's a cool thing, and it was kind of like, oh, I wasn't the only one like that. It's nice to like be reminded that like not everything is an individual experience. For sure. Schmelterton! How are you, baby doll? I'm kind of screwed tomorrow because I have stuff due at college and I haven't done anything for the past 2 months. Girly pop, why don't you pick like a couple of things just to knock out, like a couple of easy things? College is different because you're literally paying for those classes. Like, to pay for a college course and then not do it is kind of silly. Like, I understand not everybody, gets the option to go to public school whenever they're in elementary school, but like, come on. If you're paying for the college class, then like do that shit. What the fuck? I'm gonna dip and get some rest. Good night, Strawby. Mwah. But then again, that's also why I struggled in college in some ways, and why I eventually just like left before I even finished my degree, because I have severe demand avoidance. And so I realized I was like, holy shit, like I'm paying how much money for this college class that like I am avoiding doing work for because of what? So like I buckled down, did all my shit, passed the class barely, and then dropped down. Do that shit. Just over a week away. I can't wait. I'm gonna cry. I'll do it. I really will. That's expensive. You should probably decide if you really want to be at college right now. Yeah, exactly. And that's the choice that I made, is realizing that, in my third semester, I took 9 classes and I was just drowning, and I was like, MEOWDALYN, what the fuck are you doing? Like what are you doing? Like, what's the point? I don't know about that, me bug. I don't know about the stolen goods market. Everything else kind of sounds on base, though. I've been blessed, humbled, and thrilled to work behind the scenes with a few folks on the content creation side. It's like being in a pit crew member, a cheerleader, and a parent, and a best buddy all in one. Yeah, right? It's so cool. It's like really cool getting to see it from like all angles. Cassidy says, I grew up unable to go into class alone after recess if everybody else already did. Nobody figured out why, but as an adult, I knew it was an executive function trouble from autism. That's really valid, bro. See, it's like, it's those kind of things where you realize that like experiences that you had, like they're like a diagnosis can be, even no matter how old you are, like a diagnosis and an answer for like experiences that like you feel like are very kind of like your thing can be a beautiful thing. Like, absolutely. Like, it's what a relief it must be to like know that as an adult that that it was executive function, like, that you were struggling with, where as a kid you're probably like, oh, I'm the only one left outside. Oh no, you know what I mean? Like I can totally see that. Like, I love that. Wendy's 4 for 4. Juicy, do they even have Wendy's in the UK? I will shove nuggets down my throat and your throat. I love their nuggets. Their spicy nuggets. Was it Chance the Rapper that brought back the spicy nuggets? Was it Chance? You recently got one in London. Based. They're so dude. Also, the food quality for fast food restaurants in Europe is also higher, so they're probably actually even better over where you are than over here. Was it Chance the Rapper that tweeted at Wendy's to bring back the spicy nuggets, and then they did? Like, was it Chance? I think it was Chance. They haven't like taken them off the menu since. So like, English McDonald's rules. I want to try it. You've never been a fan of Wendy's? That's valid, That's valid. I'd say it's even better with the EU regulations. I agree. Bro, have you guys ever seen the videos of people shopping in the EU and on the American candy bars, there's like a warning label that like the dyes and sugar in it will literally kill you? Meanwhile, like that shit's just like advertised to us in America. Like, yeah, here, take a king size bar. Hello there, JD. Hello there. It was Chance. Guys, y'all think, guys, show some respect for the king that brought back single-pottedly the chicken nuggies. Like, as if I would even forget. Of course I wouldn't forget. God, I'm so real. Have a nice red dye 40 bar. Yeah, literally, like, bro, that's like one thing. As much as I love G Fuel, and you can use code MEOWDALYN to save anywhere from 10 to 30%. Click the link in chat. I love G Fuel, but like, bro, like, even the dye in G Fuel, I'm like, bro, like, get this red 40 out of my fucking mouth. Like, what the fuck? Like, hello? American McDonald's is unforgivable. Okay, can I be honest? I'm not like hating. Listen, it's better that you eat McDonald's or something, you know, in the same bracket rather than not eat at all, because your body needs food and you deserve to eat. You deserve to eat. You deserve to feel fed. You deserve to feel full. Allow yourself to eat today, okay? I totally see like why McDonald's is like used for food. I am so disappointed with the fact no matter what, after I eat McDonald's, no matter what, I always get sick. Like, I feel it in my stomach. Like, I can feel, it's weird. Like, it happens with, I think it happens with Taco Bell too, actually, now that I think about it. Like, my body gets sick. And like the food can be banging. Like, here's the deal. I'm like, like the burger's good. Hot, salty French fries are so yummy. But it's like literally within like 53 minutes after I eat it, it's like there's a very distinct like gastric reflux like flavor that happens with like fucking McDonald's for like the oil or whatever they use. Bro! Yeah, it just makes you like oddly uneasy in like your tummy. It just makes you feel like heavy, fatigued. Literally, it makes you feel fatigued. That's how I feel whenever I eat McDonald's. And that's not like oh my God, fuck McDonald's, like cheap food, like no, like that's literally just like being honest. Like, I hate that because I love the smell and like memory of like a McDonald's cheeseburger. Like, absolutely, bestie. But like, I'm telling you, bro, my body like rejects it after like an hour. It's the same thing whenever I eat packaged ramen. Okay, this is gonna sound so fucking crazy. Do you guys want to hear? It's all the cornmeal in it. It's probably right, John. We are ranting about food, zoinks.
Like zoinks, fox. Zoinks.
We are ranting about food. Join us. I was just about to say, it's the same thing. There is nothing better than Pyro getting VIP in my stream. Congratulations, Pyro. Mwah. I knew it. You knew 100% feral. Pause. There are a few things that I love more than packaged top ramen. Chicken flavored packaged ramen for 89 cents at the fucking grocery store. Oh, instant packaged ramen. Bro. But I'll tell you what. If I rip open a package of 89-cent ramen and I throw that shit in my microwave and I eat that shit, I look down after I eat my noodles and I realize the broth is lime green It's not yellow. It's not broth colored. It's neon green, to the point where I've noticed if I splash the broth onto my white shirt, it will stain it a highlighter yellow neon green color. And I sit there and I go, well, that's an odd color to be eating. And without fail, every fucking time that I consume instant ramen packets, I kid you not, over the next 48 hours after, I can feel the sodium from that lime green highlighter broth like releasing from my pores. It fucks me. It fucks me. And I'm just wondering, yeah, sweating out the sodium. I can literally, it's American food quality, eh? Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I can feel it. Like, sweating out of my body, that sodium. At least you're getting fucked, Meow. Ah, you just got fucked. Are you allergic to ramen? I don't think so. Not that I'm aware. We're talking about kind of like the way that I was referencing how like McDonald's kind of makes me feel like physically and like quality of food and stuff like that. So I think ramen just might be the same. Are you sodium pilled? Bro, I'm so sodium pilled. Oh, it might be the MSG. I love MSG, but some people react to it. Yeah, it probably is. Damn, I didn't know it took sodium for you to break celibacy, you charlatan. Chat, let me see your meowdawags. Let me see your meowdawags, okay? I forgot, the reason why we're live, whoa, there we go. The reason why we're live is because Mind focus? Yeah. The reason why we went live today early is because I love you, and we should really just do this all the time, honestly, because it's fun. Also, I have a prior commitment that I forgot that I have committed to tonight. Meow da bomb. So that's why we're here. Show me your meowdawags if you can hear my voice. All that being said, I do have to. I'm gonna grab some water because Calixta redeemed hydrate, and I was an asshole and I forgot to go grab it earlier. And also I need to. Oh my gosh, I always do this. I always wait until like the last minute to do anything in my life. She's getting married later today. Went over it earlier in case everyone missed it. Graham, yeah, guys, BRB, I have to go elope tonight. I'll be back after. BRB. BREB, be right eloping back. There goes being a nun. See, I was really enjoying my celibacy arc too. Damn it! Will you stream the weeding? The weeding. Oh yeah, we'll smoke together, buddy, for sure. Mazel tov. Meow, has anyone threatened to clone you? The fact that you said threatened and not just like mentioned cloning me, the fact that you said threatened, you would stream before a wedding though, that's very meow coded. Yeah. I would dead ass. I would go, okay, you guys, like, oh my gosh, I gotta run. Like, I gotta run. I would walk off camera down the aisle while like doing like a last little like bit of like white eyeliner somewhere as I walked. Like, Meow, when you get married, I'm totally invited, right? Oh my gosh, what if when I get married, I actually did live stream the wedding? Do you think that? I think that, okay, whoever like marries me in the future, like they have to be okay with that, right? Like, they wouldn't be the one if I were to be like, hey babe, can we live stream this? And they were like, no. But also like, I don't know. You would be game? I just want you guys involved. Trotting down the aisle on all fours. Jid, you understand me. That's exactly it. Just like scurrying like a little creature. That's exactly what I would do. I expect most weddings are live streamed in some capacity. That actually makes sense just for like, you know, people who can't travel. Ranting about big pharma hours before your wedding. Literally hours. Like, and another thing. I now pronounce you dog and woof. Would your wedding vows be? Yeah. I will carry you off in a helicopter after the ceremony. I have no helicopter, only pilot training. Oh my god. I now pronounce you woof and bark. Big Pharma isn't that bad. They're awful. Bro, I have so many family members who work in the medical like field to where I'm like not. Congrats. Take that congratulatory 100 bits back, Static. Thanks, buddy. You'd be giving a 20-minute passion speech about Big Pharma and the government only to be interrupted with a priest who says, a simple I do, it would suffice. Y'all, I love the sound of my own voice. I would be cut off by the preacher because my vows would be too long because I would just start like girly popping. Mr. Peanut Butter did marriage as a dog, so should you. What the fuck is a Mr. Peanut Butter? What? It would be a walkie adventure, an event in one. Chat, you guys are gonna have to, whenever I, you know, me as a high value woman, you know, finds a high value man or woman, for my future life, I feel like I need to like bring them on stream and you guys need to be like my parents that like judge if like they are a worthy, you know, match. I'll be like, hey, can you just like talk to my chat real quick? And they're like, what? I'll be like, yeah, I'll be right back. Like 5 minutes. Just like talk to the chat real quick. And then like, depending on what goes down, that's the make or break. It's like that old MTV show, Parental Control. Zoinks, that shit was wild. Dude, the shit they were allowed to get away with in that show was insane. I'll vet them for you and then give you the bill later. Call me Judy, because I be judging. Do you think you will marry a dog person, a cat maybe, or something else? You don't care what they are? I have no preference, honestly. I'm sure that my future partner will be like creative in some way because that's just like life. Like I'm sure that they will be. I don't have like an aesthetic goal. I don't need a partner that dresses in a certain way or matches my aesthetic or compliments or anything. All I want in another person is for them to be their own person and to have their own shit going on that makes them happy. And I just want to support them in everything they do and love them. Like that's my goal for like couple relationship goals, like in my brain, honestly. I don't actually think I would like if somebody like dressed as hard as I do. Even maybe like just on the topic as I kind of reflect on it, like I'm not looking for somebody that's eccentric, and you know maybe even then like I wouldn't dislike it, but like I just don't. The things that I find attractive in people and like the things that attract me to others are very interesting, and like I don't know. My type in women is me, but my type in men is very like I don't want to say incels, but like it's very like I like feminine men, and I appreciate like very shy guys. Like I like guys that are very introverted. I think it's very, very fun to like find a path out of introversion alongside somebody that you don't hate. And in my life, I feel as though like the male friendships that I've had, like just very like neutrally, like through school or whatever, where it's kind of like, you know, maybe they were a little more reserved and I was a little bit more out there, and, you know, we kind of encourage each other in different ways, personality wise. Like I really like that. I think it's very fun. Damn, that's so crazy. I actually never leave my house now that you mention it. Shy, introverted men, subs? No. I don't like overtly submissive men in the same way that like I wouldn't want somebody to like put an overbearing like dominance toward me. Like I don't like when people, I think that too many people like equate being shy to being insecure. I don't like insecurity. Insecurity makes me want to vomit. Like, no offense, but like get over it. Like literally get over yourself. Like you're cool. Get over it. People like you. Get over it. Like, but I like shy. I like introversion. I like giving 110% of my attention towards somebody whenever they're telling me something, because maybe they haven't spoken it out loud before, or they're kind of reflecting on it out loud. So, so you're saying there's a chance. That's not what I said. Golden Retriever boy is your ideal, Jillian says. Hi, Jillian. It's good to see you. I think I would take a if I were dating a golden retriever boy, I think I would take them to the pound. Like I am the dog. Like I don't need another dog in the house. Like I like black cat energy in guys and in girls. Like I like if I feel like another guy or a girl is like too puppish, like it kind of like, I don't know. I get like, if somebody is too puppish in nature around me, like as a person, not like they are a dog, but just puppy-ish. If somebody is too puppy-ish, I get very frustrated, which is very fucking funny because I'm puppy-ish, like as a person, but like I get frustrated with myself. So it kind of makes sense, I guess. Like I get annoyed. I get annoyed with golden retriever boys. Like they annoy the fuck out of me. I'm like, why the fuck? Like, get your shit together. Like I turn into the black cat whenever I'm around a golden retriever boy, you know, which is very funny. The Bachelorette with MEOWDALYN. That'd be kind of funny. Can I dress up as a banana, you potassium-pilled individual? My potassium-pilled. That's... What are golden retriever boys? Pick-me boys. The Barklerette. I'm trademarking that, Maury. You're VIP for that comment. Yeah, that's why I tell you guys, like, if somebody, like, oh, like, you're so golden retriever, like, they're calling you basic. Damn, my stream is kind of oopla. Aren't pick-me boys white knights? I don't know if I would say that necessarily. I don't know if white knight is the way that I don't. I think maybe just white knighting is like it's pick me in a different way. Golden retriever is very like, no, you, no. And then like white knight is like, my queen, you know what I mean? So like you can like white knight over things that aren't at the base of like getting a woman's attention or like a man's attention. Sometimes you can just white knight over like a virtue or like a moral standpoint that like you're kind of like baked about, you know what I mean? Like a black knight. Yeah, it's the Dark Knight Rising. Pick-me boys are usually too attractive to be behaving that way, which makes it even more of an ick. Dude, that's the thing about the golden retriever trend. It is so fucking cringe hearing these like objectively like not bad looking guys being like, I'm so golden retriever. Yeah, I'm just such a little like fluffy gamer boy. Like like if an incel was saying that shit, I'd be like based. Like that's like, you know, like that's like you owning your Discord kitten kingdom, you know what I mean? But like you can't be making thirst traps and then also be like, guys, I'm like such a golden retriever, like I just want to be like somebody's like a golden retriever boy because, you know, I'm so sensitive and I just want to get flowers for my girlfriend, but like girls just don't seem to like that anymore. Like what do you guys think in the comments? Like do girls even like, you know, whenever, you know, guys get them gifts anymore? Because that's what I like. Actually, no, Pixie says they think that a pick-me is just an incel. I push back on that, Pixie, only because a incel's goal is never to be chosen. An incel's understanding is they are the unchosen. They see themselves as not even being an option for people to choose. You know how, I look at you, chat, and I say, allow me to choose you in this moment. Allow me to see you, allow me to hear you, allow me to care for you. Typically with like incels, from what I hear from like their self-interpretation, it's like they see themselves as just like completely, void and inaccessible from like all of that. Like they're not even allowed because they are just so awful and lowly, and this is their lot in life. A lot of them like to a lot of it's that sad too, because like a lot of like incels are not unattractive, but for some reason there's this like bizarre notion that like they lost the genetic lottery, and that's why they won't get a partner, because women only want men that are 6 feet and billionaires, and like it's like really like it's very weird copium for like not being over 6 feet tall. Pick-me's think they're attractive, incels do not. That's how I see it. That's how I see it, Juicy, yeah. So both pick-me's definitely, but one being a place of pride and the other being a place of vitriol and like almost like revenge, like my life sucks, so like, I want to make other people's life suck, versus just like, oh my god. Pixie says, that's what I think separates pick-me boys from pick-me girls. Pick-me boys like to be unchosen, so they stay sad, but then get mad when you don't choose them. Whereas pick-me girls will strive to be chosen by all and won't think that they won't be chosen. I agree with what you're saying, Pix. I think that on the last bit of what you said, the way that you say girls won't ever think that they won't be chosen, I'm not sure about that, because I think the trauma of not being chosen over and over and over again, even amidst pick-me behavior, is why pick-me's continue to operate as they do, perhaps. Pick-me is like, why doesn't anybody like me? I'm such a catch. And an incel is like, nobody could ever like me because they don't understand. Yeah, that's my type. My type is that. I'm telling you, my type is incels, and like, I'm okay with that. Give me a femcel, give me an incel, I'll fix them. I'll fix their mommy and their daddy issues, bitch. I go both ways. I will fix you. Real, I think perhaps the personality ruse they put forward more than the truth of how they feel. That's a good point, Pix, because I feel like a lot of girls want to be pick-me's for like, in their heart, like they literally just want to feel valued, whereas whenever it comes to guys, it can be maybe seen as like maybe more of a fun pastime, or at least it can come across, but maybe that's just, misunderstanding of the male experience because I'm a girl. Good to see you, Pix. Yeah, pick-me's know they're attractive and can use it. That's a very fair point. No fucking needed. I know a lot of ladies really have self-esteem issues when the exact person they hope to catch isn't what they end up with. Yeah, like that constant fear of rejection. I think that's a guy and a girl thing. Absolutely. Spooky says, pick-me girls stem from men immediately liking women because they're a woman. They don't have to try with men because men will just automatically like a girl. When they come across another woman, they actually have to try to be friends with that woman because they aren't instantly liked. Just fear of rejection. Yeah, a lot of it boils down to fear of rejection. It's good to see you, Spooky. Bro, the biggest betrayal is whenever like I am in a public setting and I am meeting another woman for the first time, and like y'all know what it's like to like meet another girl, but like maybe the girl doesn't also know the guy that you're all hanging out with, and so like there's that kind of like unspoken thing where it's like the other girl is trying to impress the guy more than she's interested in being like friends with you. Bro, when girls are mean to me, like literally when a girl gives me like stank eye or does like the, oh my god, like you're so, that's cute. Like I literally am like dumbfounded. Like I just like kind of like, I'm like, we are both Barbies. Like what the fuck are you doing? Like you are not being nice to me because I'm a girl? Like I'm being nice to you because you're a girl? And then I'm reminded I'm a misogynist at the end of the day, and then I'm just, what can I say except you're welcome? When a girl doesn't immediately want to make out with me, then they are a pick-me. That's how it feels. That's how it feels. He'd lament loudly about being a virgin at my parties, and I don't think it would help him. I stopped because I befriended an incel at university who I still keep in touch with. He would stand in the corner at my parties and quote, "Neats, dude," and said that he was a nihilist and act depressed. I pestered him every week about how the nihilism sounded liberating and hopeful, not hopeless. Like, it's just sad to watch people just intentionally like copium so that like they can keep living like unhappy lives. Never impress a man. They don't wash their hands after going pee. That, like, literally, like, it's fine. Like, guys are awesome. Guys can do so many cool things, but like that is a very fair point. Is like the guy that you're like probably like exhibiting pick me behavior for, bitch, there's a good chance that he doesn't wash his hands after he pees. She washes their hands. I know that all the guys in Twitch chat here wash their hands. Pixie says, I love people that have straight up confidence and are mistaken for looking for validation. Dude, right? Like, I say if my self-confidence is misconstrued as arrogance, then like I'm doing something right. Because there is no world in which that like, I grew up being a people pleaser and I grew up making myself smaller and more palpable for other people. Bitch, choke on my presence. I am here for a good time and I have good intentions everywhere I go. So like, choke on my presence, like do it. And if you find yourself not choking, you find yourself being a normal person, just hanging out, I'm happy to hang out. You know what I mean? Also, Meow, I don't know if it's because you don't want to play music, but we cannot hear it. I haven't been playing music lately, Pixie. I think it's fun letting you guys getting to choose the tracks. I appreciate you saying something, though. Yeah, it's kind of like a new meta I've been on. Meow, would you like a guy who turned himself into a pickle? I'm Pickle Rick! How did you know that Rick was actually my type in men? I mean, I'll be normal or choke on your presence. It depends how I feel, but don't shrink for random people. Yeah. It's like a subconscious response to shrink. I know I'm not the only person who's done that in the past, so. Meow, do you play Overwatch? I do not. Hello, brovna. Is that from Overwatch? Or is that from a different video game? I think it's not overstimulating as well, and it's just nice to hear you talk. I love to hear that, Pix. Thank you. Thank you for that encouragement. That's kind of the vibe I'm going for, right? Cloud busting aura too strong. Final Fantasy, I miss Cloud. Yeah, it's very, very frustrating. Friendliness being mistaken for flirting. Yeah, totally relate to that, Care Bear. I gotta feel the energy we're creating in the studio before I decide to match for reality or be a normal person. It's always a toss-up. Yeah, right? I always expect the best out of everybody that I'm interacting with. So, like, I can, like, feel, like, I know for a fact it shows on my face whenever I'm, like, realizing that, like, somebody is, like, not who they, like, presented to be. Like, I can feel it on my face. Like, just, like, as they talk, being, like, dumbfounded. I'm a huge flirt. It's my personality. I have a pretty flirtatious personality, too. Fast forward 4 years later, and that person sadly got lymphoma. He's recovered twice since I've known him, but that motherfucker used it as an angle to lose his virginity. It took an incel getting cancer to have sex? Like, that's... what the fuck? That was not the vibe. I was like, oh my god, you're gonna tell me that, like, he got cancer and then realized that, like, you know, being sad about the world is, like, a waste of time and he has so much life to live? Oh no, he just, like, used it to get puss. Okay. Not the limb fuck me vibes.
Meow, you are handsome by default. Even if you were not a flirt, you would come off as one because you're handsome, period.
Thank you, Barbie. That's kind of how thank you. Thank you, Nature Boy, for resubscribing for 8 months. Thank you. Much love to you, baby. At tier 1, getting us one step closer to the sweet partner plus. Thank you, baby doll, for 8 months. Thank you. That's kind of what I realized, Spooky, is in the same way that, like, people will refuse to respect me no matter what accolades that I gain for myself over, you know, a professional career. Like, that will not make people respect me, and people will always sexualize me and view me as a sexual object because I am a objectively attractive woman. Like, I'm a handsome lady. I really am. What a bummer. But that's what's made me like inspired to be on like my whole celibate arc of like being very intentional with like my actions toward people so that my actions don't get misunderstood as like flirting or like anything more, because I want to be able to like bring life and like encourage people and love people very neutrally, and I think that it gets ruined if people like develop false notions about like, oh, does she like me? It's like, bitch, no, like I told you were hot because you look fucking hot. Like I don't waste my time. So like I would never like give somebody a compliment that I didn't mean. Like I'm very much like I'm very open with, hi Wes, Wade Anderson, welcome to the stream. I'm very I'm not like okay, so I am like a girl's girl where it's like I like to be like, oh my gosh, like oh my god, where did you get that jacket? And then like they respond and I'm like, oh my gosh, like yeah, that you know, that's like so the thing. Like that's like a real moment. I hate like the yas queen shit where it's like, yas queen, like yas, like you're just so hot. Like I don't do that. Like I give very hype compliments, but like they're very intentional. And I try to be intentional. Basic bitches. Well, it's like not a mean thing. I think that it's nice for people to yes queen rather than be a cunt. Like I think it's nice. Like girl, if you've never been in the bathroom with a drunk girl as she's like yas queening you, you haven't lived. Like there is an art to the yas queen, and it is a drunk girl in a bathroom like that you don't know. But like I just like to try to be intentional. And I think I try to be like open. I don't know, like there's no point to like hold back a compliment that you have for somebody, you know? Damn, I hate it when the dog girl is a handsome lady. Damn it! I hate that everybody and their mother objectifies as objectified. I know, dude. It's the worst. It hits different when the girl is not drunk and has the yas queen for real. Yeah, and like that's kind of like how I hope that I am in like real life. Like I hope that whenever I give compliments, like people don't hear like, oh my god, queen. Like they hear me being like, dude, like the shade of like your socks is like the perfect periwinkle and I'm obsessed with it. Like I hope that like they understand that like my intentions are earnest and not Barbie-core, I guess. Pope, I don't know what that is. I don't know what the dog on TikTok is. I was the dog on TikTok. Your intentions are felt. Thank you. Thank you for encouraging me with that, because sometimes I worry. Sometimes I worry whenever, I don't know, sometimes. People who talk in Californian accents annoy you. Just say you hate people. Like what? What is a California accent? Like that's just like somebody talking normal. You haven't seen the Hell Nah Dog? Mm-mm. Callie has an accent? Maybe like drawing it out like that. But like, you know. In this world, it's objectify or be objectify. You think I'm above staring at the CCTV camera in Walmart with the same male gaze it looks at me with those fuck me eyes? I see that camera. I want to see its cussy. I'm gonna get that entire comment tattooed on me. That's genuinely how I live life, is with the understanding that it is objectify or be objectified, not in the way that you need to objectify others, but if you're not objectifying yourself and caricaturizing yourself in literally some way slightly, you are giving other people free reign to do it for you. So like do it for yourself first. Like know what you're about, have an identity, what the fuck? That way you can poke fun at it. So when other people do, inevitably it won't hurt and you'll realize like, oh word, like I see that too. Do you know what I'm saying right now? So like if you're staring at yourself in that CCTV, it's because you're hot. Like it, girl, if y'all aren't walking by mirrors or like reflective surfaces and not looking at yourself when you walk by, you're fucked. Like what? Either you don't even notice the mirror is there because you're so living your life like the best main character ever, or you're taking appreciative moments to see what God created and what you have also cultivated in this physical realm, and like looking at yourself and being like, whoa, that's like the best thing I've ever seen. I genuinely don't understand what it's like to look in the mirror and like hate what you see. Like that is a, like, I understand like having self-loathing for like your personality, but like dead ass, like having self-loathing for the way that you look is like so fucking bizarre. Dye your hair, get a tattoo, like wash your fucking face. Like, sorry, but like, get over it. I definitely look at the reflections, but I also disassociate. If I like study the way that I look too long, I'll disassociate. Like I like quick little glances and reminders. I don't like studying myself. If I stare at like if I'm staring in the mirror for 5 fucking minutes, like unbreaking, like looking at myself, I'm going to like be like, wow, there are things that need to be changed. But then if I like walk away and like literally like turn off the game in real life basically and just like walk away from the mirror, I'm like, oh yeah, right. Dye your tattoo, wash your face, tattoo your hair. I'm looking at the CCTV footage because I broke into the break room. You would. That's so you behavior. BRB butt bags. That's so you. Hi, Hiram. Tattoo your whole face. I heard someone say girl ussy once. That's the worst thing I've ever heard. What the fuck? I like yas queening. It's like flirtatious. It's less flirtatious than my normal compliments. Valid, Nip. Valid. Good to see you, Nip. Walking downtown, checking out my side profile in the cafe windows. Yes! That's my favorite is whenever I'm like walking and then there's like big windows and I'm like I love a window reflection. I love a window reflection. It's not a butt bag. It's a body canister. Thank you. Wait, the bottom G? Bitter Bats winning your first victory royale. You now have points to get to customize your puppy dog in the stream avatar section below. Reminder, you guys, I did update our About Me section underneath the stream. So if you look on Twitch, I gave it a little refresher. I gave it an update. We have a new graphic. It goes along with our new emotes that we have uploaded, as well as the new YouTube video with a funky fresh thumbnail that I made myself.
I'd like to understand.
That's what I hope. Ah! Not my cock! Who up playing with their Barack hole? Oh my, is that allowed? Yeah, he's not the president anymore. That's what I hope hanging out in my streams is like. I hope it's like listening to Joe Rogan and, I almost said Pete Davidson. Jordan Peterson. Talk about Bionicles. Who up wonking their willy? Bro, you know what was so fucked? Like, literally, like, last year at some point, bro, I was up wonking my willy. And you know what happened? I, like, opened Instagram, like, right after, and my friend had posted, a meme, like, a post, and it said, who up wonking their willy? And I was like, how did they know? I'm pretty sure that was Pete Davidson. Hi, I'm Pete Davidson, and this is my pawn shop. The longest video I've ever watched in one sitting was a pyrocynical Utopia video. How long was that? Was that like 8 hours? I love these. I watched Ice Spice explain logarithms. Logarithms. I've only ever heard the word logarithm like in humor. Like somebody making fun of the word logarithm. Leave your willy unwonked. Well, you know, now I am. Hi, Bunny. Bunny! I've never heard that word. On the real though, I have to pack. Guys, I've avoided packing since I woke up. I have to pack. Toothbrush, boxers, socks. Who trying to oompa my loompa? That's crazy comms. Like a wolf pack? I'm the alpha, I'm the leader, I'm the one to trust. I was crazy once. They locked me in a room. They locked me in a room with a single rat, actually. My card declined at therapy, and so they brought out the pet rat that I had. Toothbrush, boxers, socks, brush, leash, treats, poop bag. Thank you. Fuck. Spooky, this is literally why I need you in my life. Like, you keep me going. That's exactly, okay. Toothbrush, boxers, socks, brush, leash, treats, poop bag. Okay. You gonna be mad at me if I go grab my boxers? You're like, what do you mean? You're a woman talking about underwear on the internet. Like, of course we don't mind. Anyways. Stupid? I was stupid once. They locked me in a room. A stupid room. Fortunately, we get ghouly. I love ghouls! I literally, guys, I was awake at 5:37 in the morning doing work today, and I need you to know, my biggest thought was like, wow, I wish I had Ghoulikin in my corner screen. Like, I literally said that to like another human at like 6 a.m. I literally was like, wow, I wish Ghoulie was live. I am a shill in a shell. I am a shill for these e-girls. I love her so fucking much. Why would I be mad? Boxers are an incredible breed, and that's why you're VIP, Maury. Maury, that's why you have that VIP badge. I just realized the rat room is a 1984 reference. Fun fact, I wrote an entire, me alongside a couple other people, wrote an entire, 1984, book to stage, adaptation of, the show. She was based as fuck. I wish I still had access to that script. It was really, really good. I thought I was the Willy Wonka. Little did I know I was born with the wrong chromosomes, and these genes can't get any wilder. That's the best thing I've read today. That's the best. Can I give you money for typing that? Like, that was the best thing I've read. Oh shit! I've been gifted a sub and it was my 2 years.
Baby doll, happy anniversary, Mori Pie. Oh, golly gee willikers.
Vesper AWOL was really adorable. Guys, did you guys love Bug Girl? What did I tell you last night? Last night we raided in. I asked you before we raided. I said, do you guys like bugs? Did you love Vesper? I think she is lovely. I have watched her streams for a minute. I think that she's lovely. Like, she just... I literally just can't say anything but kind bug things. Like, she's great. I just got done with the mall. Ooh, what did you get at the mall? Did you go to Hot Topic, Mars? Mars says, of course I went to Hot Topic. Why else would why else would we be going to the mall? I liked her models. Yeah, her aesthetic and style is so cool. Thank you for telling us about her. Of course. My goal on Twitch is to share you guys with epic creators and people who like are really fucking dope, and to open your palette to, you know, people who you might not ever cross. So yeah, I'm really glad that you guys fucked with her. She's cool. Hides in Hot Topic employee. Zoinks! I need to know, what does my hot cash do? What does hot cash mean? I've gotten hot cash since I was in middle school, and I don't know what the fuck it's for. It's like Kohl's cash. What the fuck is that? Like, who is this? Vesper? Vesper AWOL. She's the bug girl that we raided last night. She is a doll. She is a doll. Yeah, I'm gonna shout her out so you guys can go give her a follow. Her name is Vesper. We raided her last night, so if you guys weren't here for the raid, you're valid because we raided at like 3 a.m. But also you should go check her out now because she's really lovely. Bugs. When your mom sees somebody she knows in Kohl's and you know you can take a nap. Dude, yeah, me bug. Whenever you're out and then suddenly it's like an hour of like, you know, talking to a neighbor that you find in the same store. Whenever I'm awake, I will definitely watch the Bug Girl again. Yay! That makes my heart so happy. Like, seriously, it means the world that like you guys enjoy the things that I do recommend. Meow, you've spent the entire stream without talking about Vor. You've earned a Scooby snack. First of all, you know that I'm out of Scooby snacks right now. I have to go back to Petco and buy more. Second of all, why would you mention the V word? Why the fuck? And it's very normal for us to go streams without talking about Vor. Until you bring it up. Hot cash is a reward. Basically, when you spend $30, you earn one or multiple per 30. And when it's time to redeem it, you can have $15 off. Oh, see, I thought 30 hot cash meant like I had $30 to spend of free money at Hot Topic. And I don't think that's how it worked. And that's why I never actually used it. They stack? Do they ever expire? Guys, I'm getting the hot tea pic right now. She had a cozy blanket attachment. Is Soda gonna have attachments? In due time. In due time, that's my plan. I'm very excited for our VTuber model and design. That is, I heard Vor, you would. I'm very excited for our VTuber model and design. She is currently being rigged at the moment, so she is totally done being created. She has different expressions, different movements. As far as attachments go, she has a very specific art style and design, so I'm not sure how accessible attachments are going to be, i.e., you know, buying from an artist that already has a pre-made attachment on Etsy or, you know, maybe Ko-fi or something, or DeviantArt, versus I'm probably going to have to get every single piece for Soda custom made, which is really exciting, but also it just means that it might take a little bit longer. So I'm very eager to, in the future, create attachments for Soda, to create different outfits for Soda, especially holiday relating outfits. It's very, very exciting. She's like our own little Polly Pocket we get to dress up. Also, do you see the Soda in the panels down below? Do you see Soda? Do you see her? She's down there. I had $150 in hot cash and they wouldn't let me use it because they thought I was scamming. But I just got silly on vacation. Me! I buy the most shit that I don't need from places like Hot Topic when I'm literally on vacation and I can't pack it. Like, what? Why do I do that? I don't know why I do that. As a Hot Topic employee, we get 40% off? That's sick. That's based. That's based. Where did the name Soda come from? Whenever I was 11 years old, I had a hamster. I had a Russian dwarf hamster named Soda Pop. She was black and she had white socks on her paws and a little white mark on her chest. I've always like it's just always kind of been a part of my life. Her name was Soda Pop, so kind of just made sense for me to name myself my candy-coated Dalmatian tail ass. Soda Pop. Just come to my Hot Topic and I'll let you use your hot cash. I will next time. Guys, one of the last times I walked into a Hot Topic, I saw Ghoulikin literally in the store. I literally walked in, saw the Squishmallows, and she was above the Squishmallows on the advertisement. I squealed, and yes, I did walk up to it and pet it. Yes, I did. Yes, I do have video proof. It's canon. It's literally canon. She is modeled for Hot Topic. She is so fucking cool. Hi, let's play a game called MEOWDALYN'S. Stop talking about Ghoulikin. I can't. I literally can't. I think that she's just wonderful in every way, and I'm so proud of her accomplishments, like in every way. Did she have one of those tragic hamster ends? It was tragic for me, Salad. So POV, I was like 11 years old. And I brought a friend to my house. Like, I was really shy, so I didn't like bring friends over a lot. And I brought like a friend over to like meet my hamster. And I was like, oh my God, you're gonna love her. And I was talking about her in the car all the way home. And then I got to my house and we walked over to her cage. She had a 4-story cage, by the way. And she just did what hamsters do and she just was. So like, it was sad for me, but like, I'm sure for her, it was just natural. They don't live a long time. They live about like a year or 2, 3, if you're lucky. I had a gerbil that lived like 5 years, 4 or 5 years. Wait, she does? If you want her Hot Topic displays, I can probably get a hold of them. We don't need our displays, but we do let the customers buy them for a small dono. Dude, if you see a Ghoulikin one, snag it, okay? If you see one of her, absolutely snag one. My beta fish is 4 years old. Bless up, kitten. That's how you know he's well taken care of. Everything good you say about her is true. Yeah, she's fucking wonderful. I need to pack, but I really don't want to like get up. I don't want to leave you. I wish I could take you with me around my doghouse. Like, I wish I could pick up the camera. Imagine it's like Big Brother and like I just like click it and it's like the FNAF cameras pop up and you can like see me walking around. That'd be funny. Pack? I know, I need to. Huh? Nah. Let me do... This one. Wait, what is that? Is that Who Killed XIX? Yeah, it is! Guys, it's the part of the stream where MEOWDALYN shows off a silly song, and by shows off a silly song, she means shares how successful and amazing her friends are. This is a song that was created by Carm the Tool, Young Skyda, Ben Crow TV. They are all amazing people. They all stream and make cool shit on the internet, so you should look them the fuck up. This is Go. All right, I gotta go get my boxers out of the wash. All right. This is one of my favorite songs. Also, you know the feeling of like a warm something out of the dryer? Like any warm clothing? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's so nice. I got this at TwitchCon. Where'd it go? Huh? There it is. I would have never guessed. I'm gonna kick you in the teeth. Hi. I've put on pants! Bruh. Bruh. What do you guys think? I like your emotes, spam. Y'all are getting creative with the new emotes. Kittens. It's about that time. In a minute, in a minute, in a minute. Da ba da ba da ba da ba. Okay, let me. Ugh. All right, I got my socks. I got my socks on. Good morning, real anime girl. Good morning, Volster. The base come alive. I have come to talk to you again. How do you bark like that? 'Cause I'm a real dog. I came here to party, but I stay for you. Love the way you touch me. I love the way you move. Oh, all right. Get up on it, get up on it. Puppy girl Barbie. You know, Barbie has a dog named Tanner, and she's like a real dog girl. It's like me. All the time, crack. I always feel like life is whack and then it gets better. All right, can I show you my backpack? Anything else I need? I need these, I need this. Or these two things. I like it. Da-da. Feel the... I came here to party, but I stay for you. Love the way you touch me. Love the... Guys, I have more Shenanigoons in here. Don't even get it twisted. Get up on it, get up. Okay.
Hey. It's one of my faves. It's one of my faves. Gamers. All right. This is my favorite song. This is my favorite song. Give it to me now. My God's how. I wanna lose my mind. Give it to me now. Give it to me now. You have got a pretty, but I gotta. Give it to me now. All right. Chat. Daddy has to go, kittens. I know, it's a very, very sad thing. We normally hang out for 4 times as long in the evening as tonight, but I love you a lot. Am I allowed to say that? I know, it sucks. But once again, I'm gonna see you soon, okay? I'm taking care of things over a couple days, but if all goes well, I'll be able to mobile stream on Tuesday, okay? You're gonna say hi to Ghoulie for me, okay? Give her all the meow to love from me to you. I like a lot. He don't even know. Cherry, cherry. I love you guys a lot, okay? I'm gonna see you day after tomorrow. February 20th, okay? February 20th, I'm gonna go live on Twitch. I'm gonna try to go live mobile, all right? I love you a lot. Mwah. Puppy loves you. Good night. Good night. Mwah. Oh, never make me come. Never make me come. Never make me come. You never make me. Oh! Bye.